Okay, I've been wanting to do this for a while now. Um, I always had conversations and debates with people about what's the best Super Bowl of all time. I'll tell you what's mine and what my criteria is for deciding which one is the best one. So I'll give you my top five, and then after that, I'll give you um, I'll give you what my top one is. Okay, so my big deciding factors are: was it a good game from the beginning to the end? Was there really good offense and really good defense? A bit of both. And were there a lot of amazing moments? I'll get into what amazing moments are, but an example would be like the catch by David Tyree against the Giants, right? Even against with the Giants versus the Pats, even though it's not on my list here, that would be a definition of an amazing moment. Um, and then my other criteria is would you watch the full game again, or would you fast forward the first half? Because there's a number of Super Bowls that have absolutely amazing second halves, and the first half wasn't all that entertaining. Um, so that's my other criteria. So here's my list. I had Patriots versus the Seahawks in 2015, Giants versus the Bills in 1991, Broncos versus the Packers in 98, Rams Titans in 2000, and Patriots Panthers. For my runners up, I'll explain why. Obviously, the Patriots and the Seahawks had some really good moments. It was a back and forth battle. The catch by the Seahawks receiver towards the end that set up the go ahead touchdown that wound up being thwarted by the interception was amazing. Obviously, the interception itself was amazing. Broncos Packers, always for Super Bowl. The helicopter hit, a number of different things. Terrell Davis with the not being able to see a lot of different things happened there. Rams versus Titans, obviously the last play with the almost being short, just being short of the goal line, and the touchdown catch late in the game for the Rams. The receiver's name's defeating me right now. And Patriots Panthers, just a good, very exciting and entertaining game from beginning to end. My choice though is the Giants versus the Bills, and I'll tell you why. Um, Mainly it was I could literally sit and watch this full, and I have sat and watched this full game all over again from beginning to end. It had amazing defense, amazing offense, um, great moments. It was almost like a David versus Goliath situation where you had this. The Bills were almost unstoppable at that time, and the Giants were underdogs through the playoffs. Even when they beat the Niners the previous week, they weren't expected to win, and they came into this game knowing that they had to really game plan to beat the Bills because of their offense. So they played typical Giant football, ball control, really good defense, and the Bills played the way the Bills play. I think the other reason why I like this one is because if you were to really look back at all the Super Bowls the Bills played, this is the only Super Bowl where you actually saw the Buffalo Bills at that time. The other ones you really don't recognize the Bills. This one you do recognize them though, and they played amazing. Um, so I'll get into the play. So obviously this was a run by Thurman Thomas early in the game, broke three tackles on the way to the end zone. And this one right here was a big run on the final drive of the game that he made. So Thurman, this was probably out of the Super Bowls that he played. This is the one that he did the best in for sure. Um, and then when it comes to defense, there was amazing hits in the game. This was the hit on Hostetler, so Hostetler was getting hit the whole game and still fought through it. Andre Reed, these two clips here, he actually gets hit and the ball comes out. But these two hits here, he holds onto the ball, gets speared immediately when he catches the ball here. Here he gets thrown right up into the air and slammed down, still holds onto the ball. Then the big catch by Lofton. Again, I'm just showing you the amount of big moments that were in the game. Reason why it's my number one. The the long bomb to Lofton gets tipped in the air and then caught by him, but he's just in bounds enough to stay in bounds but not score the touchdown. But amazing catch that the Bills convert. And then obviously the wind up punch run by Otis Anderson, which just typified the game which was ball control, and they really ran Otis Anderson at them a lot. And touchdown cast by Stephen Baker was nice. And then here, the safety in the end zone. Not a lot of safeties in Super Bowls, but this one was amazing. Hostetler's tripping. Bruce Smith comes, actually gets his hand on his arm, and somehow Hostetler pulls the ball in and doesn't turn it over. If he had turned it over there, that would have been really bad. So just the strength by Hostetler to do that and only take the safety. And then obviously this big moment here when Ingram broke 5 tackles on the way to a crucial third down conversion. Really amazing play. Went through a number of players. It's a iconic Super Bowl moment for sure. And then it ended with the wide right kick, which is unfortunate that it had to end that way. But the one thing I will say is this: is because it came down to the kick of the field goal kicker. Really, the Bills could have won this game. It could have went either way, and that's the point of it all. Obviously, the Giants came out victorious, and the Bills came out short. But again, it was that one time where the Bills were actually the Bills in the Super Bowl, and yeah, I think that's definitely my favorite out of the 5.